Hello, wonderful people. Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. We are going to the place wherever Alisaie is. So, yeah, let's talk to Kessert or whatever. If you've come looking for work, I might have a spot for another guard. No. I'm here to travel. Good sir. Oh, a friend of the Exarch, hoping to meet someone in Amh Araeng, are you? Yes, I am. Then I shall be your guide. I was about to set off for our outpost there, as a matter of fact, so we can leave right away, assuming you have everything you need. Of course I do. Let's go. All set, then off to the unforgiving sands we go. You can now travel to Amh Araeng, speak with the droid Amara Tamer to fly to the desert. The desert? That sounds interesting. Ooh.
Amh Araeng. From this parched earth, the nation of Nabath Araeng once rose. When I journeyed here, long ago, I spoke with a sun-weathered elder. He told me Amh Araeng meant majestic land in the language of his people.
Ooh.
And so it might still be, were it not for the light's unrelenting onslaught.
Yeah, imagine living in the desert and it's always sunny. Or like always, the sun is just always shining. I mean, that's the thing with the desert, right? Like at night it's gonna be cold as hell. Oh, look at my footsteps. Ah, my chocobo's footsteps! Oh, that's so cute! It's like, you know, when you see like your dogs or like just your pet's footsteps in the like snow or whatever. Oh, that's so cool. It's just so adorable when you see animals' footprints somewhere. Oh, I live for that. Oh, no matter how many times I come here, and the heat never fails to catch me off guard, don't be surprised when the temperature drops at night. Though the sky is still bright, of course, but it gets brisk enough to make you shiver. Wait, so even though it's bright, it's getting cold. Now the Exarch's letter said I was to take you to the inn at Journey's Head, which is where this Alisaie friend of yours is staying. But it's a fair old distance. So I propose we make a stop in Souq to break up the check, allowing me to attend to some business and you to enjoy the local hospitality. Sounds good? Good. Alright, you lot, I'm off, and I better not see the goods covered in sand when I get back. Right, we head southwest, straight as an arrow. Let's head southwest then. Alright, so apparently we have to talk here again for whatever reason. Stop here a moment. This is your first visit to Amh Araeng, is it not? Before you cross the river of sand, you need to turn around and feast your eyes on that. On what? Is that a skeleton back there? Yes, pretty, but off. They built them big, didn't they? That's Castle Charles, a fortress meant to protect the northern reaches of Nabath Araeng. Seeing what was left behind, I believe it when they say that it was once one of Northrend's mightiest nations. At least until the flood came along, great chunks of Nabath Araeng's lands were lost to the light, its great city included. The few who survived didn't see much point in staying, most of them anyway. Eh? No, not many choose to come here these days, not with everything in ruins. Even that hulking great fortress has become little more than an Amara roost for me and my caravan. But not everywhere is as deserted as this place. Just wait until you see more Souq. Let's press on, shall we? Let's press on. And I saw an ether current that I should pick up. No, let me pick it up before we go there, please. The first time I don't want to teleport somewhere. Oh, okay, good thing. Let's go. Oh, that looks nice here. Here we are, Souq, by the Blessed Shadow. I love this town. Nice. But can we talk about how nice the music is in this desert? Like, if you need some lo-fi music, just listen to this stuff. Wait, give me the music, please. Damn, so relaxing. I wanna stay here forever. Why can't the music be here too? City of the Mord. Damn, Mord in German means murder. Hope not. Mord Souq not just full of Mord, but Humes and all manner of others too. It has long been a refuge for folk displaced by the flood, so the population is nothing if not diverse. Oh, have you met a Mord before? They might look like shifty little blighters, but a more welcoming lot you could never wish to meet. Speaking of which, we should pay our respects to Master Gengen. I'll go ahead and let him know we've arrived. Let's go meet Gengen. Here we are. They look like... Wait, was it kobold? Alisaie is gonna love it here. So this is a Mord. That's a kobold with beady eyes. Oh.
Master Gengen, this is the friend of the Exarch I was telling you about.
Oh, thank you for the voice acting.
Very good, very good. Though friend or no, all are welcome in Mord Souq.
Souq is Mordish for city. As things stand, this Souq boasts the largest and busiest marketplace in all Amh Araeng. You'll find ore from the mines here, of course, but all manner of other things too. Many of them rare.
Nice.
As I told you before, not many visit Amh Araeng by choice, but Mord Souq's a different story. Merchants come from miles around to purchase the relics the Mord dig up.
Aye, that they do. For Mord do not dismiss the spoils of the earth. We clean them and polish them and reveal to the world their true value. That is why they come here, come from far away, come with much money. And so our Souq is always busy, busy, busy. No such thing as a thing no one needs.
You say that every time, Master Gengen. Some sort of family motto, wasn't it? Or perhaps a Mord philosophy, for which we should all be very grateful. Would that everyone was so willing to take in refugees regardless of race or creed. Now then, if you intend to spend any time here, you'll want to gain the trust of the locals. And there's a little custom all newcomers are expected to observe.
Oh no.
The cracking of the coin purse. You buy one thing from the market. Price can be low or high, just as long as you buy.
Oh, I can do that.
As the good Mord says. In fact, the Exarch sent a little something to cover this very expense.
Nice.
A Verbert gold piece, no less. The first I've held in years.
Gold? Real Verbert gold?
It's mine.
Here, newcomer, crack your coin purse with me.
Oh no, you want my goods, newcomer. I have jars and pots all smooth and shiny.
Over here! Come and look!
You buy, you buy?
Damn, now I have to pick.
Enough of that! Calm, I say! This one must still journey through the barrens. Nothing bulky, nothing heavy, no pots. Nothing better for the road than a full belly. Spend that piece at Ronron's place, yes? Eat for 3 before you leave.
It's probably his brother or something. Okay, let's go check it out. Ron. That reminds me of Harry Potter. When that, oh, Lavender, I think? And she's like, 1-1. Oh, man. Welcome to Ron's Traveler. I have wares to empty your purse and fill your belly. Take your time, stare and sniff before you choose, but no drooling on the merchandise, yes? browse run wares. You may move the camera as well as zoom in and out, target a foodstuff and inspect it with RT or A. Meat. That's my ever-burning bounty, made with the best parts of the lizard, cured with special spicy spices. Some find the smell challenging, but it will warm you up on chilly desert nights. But it's already hot, no? Bread. I call that mush loaf. The middle is stuffed with bittersweet cactus fruits, so even if the bread dries out, it's still moist inside. Keeps you going in the heat. Doesn't sound bad. Everyone's favorite, plump white worms, slathered in honey. Once you eat a glazed wriggler, you'll never want any other treat. That sounds promising. Skewers. Oh. Oh, you like those. Chewy skewers find small frogs hiding under rocks. Spear with stick, then roast over fire. Crackly on the outside, gooey on the inside. Perfect for snacking. I think I'll have the worms, though. They all look tasty, yes? Which to choose, which to choose. Mush loaf, bounty, glazed wriggler. Yeah, that's the... I forgot what it is. Too good to resist, eh? That's what I would have chosen. You have the gold? Don't tell me that little gold is worth that. Oh, 15 jars. And done. One Wobrite honor buys you 15 jars. Hey, don't make that face. You didn't try it yet. Maybe it's good. It's a lot of protein. I guess it wasn't that good. Every last mouthful. I think I'll share the rest. Ah, have it. What an appetite, what a belly. A new legend is born in Souq. Hey, look at me. Consider your coin purse cracked. I'm pleased to accept your custom, and Gengen will be pleased that you honored ours. Well, I think I ate too much. Keeping the merchandise down, yes? No returns. Damn. Well, maybe I shouldn't have eaten all of it by myself. Let's go back. Hey, Gengen. I was watching from here, Laura. You honored our custom and with great relish. You will always be welcome in Souq. If you need anything in Amh Araeng, we are here to provide. Thank you. Working off the meal. You have courage, my friend. Ronron's wares are more exotic than harmful, but I don't envy you the bellyache you'll have on the morrow. Right, now that you've eaten, I expect you're eager to get back on the road. Would you mind if we delayed our departure a touch? I have a few deals left to close before I can conclude my business here in Souq. Oh, offering your services, are you? Aye, well, an assistant would certainly help hurry things along. I have a receipt here for some goods that need picking up from the market. All properly paid for. You just need to do the lifting and carrying. Let's go. I'll go and take care of some last-minute haggling then. See you in a bit. Let's do some carrying. You may view the market receipt at any time during this quest using the... Okay, sounds good. Let's do it. Well, that was more annoying than expected. Don't tell me you've been around the entire market already. Yes, I have, and it was annoying as hell. I had to check the list and everything, and then they asked me what I needed. Aye, that's the lot, alright. Good work. And quick work too, considering you've not set foot in the place before. I thought you want to sit in the city like the Exarch, but something tells me you're not a stranger to visiting strange lands. Unfortunately, your efficiency presents something of a problem. I'd hoped to conclude all my business before you returned, but it seems there's been some confusion over one of the orders I placed. I'll have to drag in my middleman and sort this mess out. I'm sorry to make you sit around and twiddle your thumbs. Cassard, it feels like an age since I last saw you. Hello. Well, if it isn't the lovely Tasleen. I've heard that name before, and I don't think it's good. It's been a while, but your timing couldn't be better. This lady was on her way to meet with Alisaie. I'm supposed to be taking her to your corner of the desert, but a misplaced order has commandeered my attention. Wait, I know who you are. Alisaie has told me so much about you. You're Lura, aren't you? I knew it. How wonderful to meet you in the flesh after hearing all those stories. I'm Tasleen. I work as a carer at the inn, and I've gotten to know Alisaie quite well since she took up guard duties there. Do you want me to take over as Lura's guide, Cassard? My shopping's all done and packed for the road, so it would be no trouble. That would be great help, thank you. Well, it looks like you'll be able to head straight out after all. My caravan and I will be in the area for a while yet. Seek me out when you have had your fill of Amh Araeng, and I'll send you back to the Crystarium. Hey, Tasleen. Alisaie has been desperate to see you, Lura, so let's get you to her sooner rather than later. The inn isn't too hard to find, really. You can actually see the top of the rock spires from here. We just need to swing around the ridge, then head south. Come on, I'll get my supplies together and meet you outside. Let's go meet Tasleen. Alrighty, we're here with Tasleen. All said, I should probably mention the wildlife. While most of them will leave you be if you keep your distance, the local coyotes have learned to prey on folk heading home from the markets. I can usually swing a sword well enough to fend them off, but I may have loaded myself down with too many bargains today. Do you think you can handle any beasts then that try to make a meal of us? Sure. I thought you might. Alisaie was always saying how much you... let's get going, shall we? Let's go. Alright, we already had a coyote. Sorry, there wasn't much time to shout a warning. Were you bitten? Those things can be nasty. And yet hardly a match for you, it seems. I'd always thought Alisaie was strong, but in her mind she was never... Now it makes sense. Well, we should push on. It might be best if you scout ahead and clear out any coyotes that have our scent. I'll wait here so you can fight without any distractions. Let's go. Alrighty, we're back. Oh, thank goodness, you're back. I could hear the howling and snarling from here, frightful creatures. Let's hope the rest have seen your handiwork and know to avoid us now. I need to get these supplies back to the inn. Let's go. Yo, is that the flood of light? That's insane. This is it. Thanks to you, I didn't have to drop my shopping even once. Come to think of it, I'm glad I didn't make the trip alone. It seems you ended up escorting me. I'll have to repay the favor somehow, but first let's head inside, shall we? Let's go. And we finally meet Alisaie. Welcome to the inn at Journey's Head. You might be our first visitor from the Crystarium since Alisaie arrived. It's not much, but it's home for the afflicted and a handful of carers. The afflicted? This illness isn't contagious, is it? Rude. You don't know? I don't think I've met anyone besides Alisaie who was so unfamiliar with our situation here. Most folk have grown up knowing someone who knew someone. I might leave out something obvious, so it may be best to have Alisaie give you the full explanation. let's finally meet her. Following in her footprints. Now, where is she? I think she might be out on patrol. You could wait, I suppose, but why not go and surprise her? She usually takes a lot at things. She takes a look at things from the watchtower first, so you might be able to catch her there. It's not far. Head out the south side and you'll soon see it. I'll stay behind in case she comes back while you're gone. Let's go meet her. Okay, so I guess we have to follow those footprints probably. Alisaie is nowhere to be seen, but you spot fresh footprints on the ground and they look to be about the right size. Alright. Yeah, they're nice and tiny. Damn, mine are like twice as big or 3 times. Small footprints lead off to the northwest. Okay, let me follow those footprints. That looks a bit more confusing. There are more tracks here, but they end in a mess of disturbed sand. Oh, thank God. Nice timing.
Get back here! Is that... It can't be.
I love Alisaie's outfit. Looks cool. Impressive. You almost lost that one. Ah, let's be nice to her. She has been here for a few years.
Just a lesser sin eater.
Or a year.
Nothing to write home about. I knew you'd turn up sooner or later, but I had been hoping for sooner. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
We've fought them to a standstill then. The Exarch did say that the Empire seemed to have drawn back when he last looked in on the source. But without knowing for sure how fast time was passing there, I couldn't help worrying that a lot might have happened since then. I'm heartily relieved to hear that it hasn't, just as Alphino must have been. As you can imagine, both he and Araeng were desperate to hear the news from home when I arrived. I haven't actually seen Thancred and Y'shtola yet, but they will have heard all the latest developments from the Exarch by now, or should have at least. When I think of how frantic Tataru and the others must be, I want nothing more than to rush back and reassure them. But we still haven't found a way to reverse the summoning, and even if we had, we couldn't just ignore Uriel's vision. He may use 10 words where 1 would suffice, and they may often obscure as much as they reveal. But on this matter, he was as clear as day. I do not doubt for one moment that he saw what he claims. Nor how difficult it must have been to speak about them. The 8th Umbral Calamity and your death aren't exactly topics for idle conversation. As much as I might want to go home, I don't want to go home to that. We can't allow the rejoining to happen, which means we have to save the first from the Sin Eaters. That great wall of white is a remnant of the flood.
That's scary.
100 years ago, the balance in the first tipped decisively in favor of light. From that moment, it rose and swelled with each passing day, And then, without warning, it burst forth like water from a broken dam. A colossal wave of pure light, drowning everything in its wake. Only Norvrant was spared. For the most part, living things are composed of ether of various different aspects. But when exposed to such a flood, their etheric harmony is shattered, and their natural form breaks down. Then they either perish, or are warped into mindless abominations.
Yeah.
Yes, that's how the Sin Eaters came to be. They were once living creatures, or people, that were caught in the path of the flood.
Oh, that's sad.
Once the change is wrought, there is no going back. In that instant, they are gripped by an insatiable appetite for ether, and will happily gorge themselves on any living thing within reach. But even that is not the worst of it. The stronger Sin Eaters can plant light in us, like seeds in soil, corrupting our ether and triggering the birth of new monstrosities.
Damn, better not get bitten.
They are creatures of base instinct that exist only to feed and to multiply. They feel no pity, know no remorse, and are utterly deaf to reason, which is why they must be destroyed. Every last one of them.
But they were people. Should we find a way to, like, turn them back?
The infirmary is full of the Sin Eaters' victims, left here to spend their final hours waiting for the change to overtake them.
Oh no, I'm getting attacked again. No! Okay, let me deal with that, I guess. Actually, I'm fine. Apparently. It's just a matter of time, more for some, less for others. Those patients will all become monsters in the end. Please don't attack me. And to add insult to injury, the afflicted are feared, shunned, cast out of society and exiled here to the edge of the world. The only good thing I have to say about this hellish place is that it has served me well as a training ground. Daslin and the others have also been kind enough to share their knowledge of the Sin Eaters. Which is knowledge I can now share with you, while you help me finish my patrol, of course. Sure. Pulling their rings. Here's what we'll do. I'll take the east side of the inn and you clear the west. That way you can have an undiluted experience with the resident terrors. These marks on your map are where the usual trouble spots are. You can assume that any beast with a white hide or a carapace is a Sin Eater, but you'll know for sure soon enough when they come slavering after you or Ether. Remember, it's kill or be killed with those monsters. Once you same whatever's prowling around out there, we can rendezvous back at the north entrance. Good hunting. Let's go on the hunt. And we're back with Alisaie. How did you fare? Good, good. I thought there might be one or two lurking on the fringes, nothing out of the ordinary for this area. I expected you noticed it yourself, but individually these lesser Sin Eaters are no more deadly than any natural predator you might encounter in the desert. It's when they appear in numbers that they pose a threat, much like the Voidsent. They have an unfortunate tendency to flock to the strongest of their kind. Thus, when a powerful Sin Eater goes on the hunt, it might be attended by a veritable swarm of weaker kin. Imagine an army of such creatures descending on a village or hamlet. Yeah, that sucks. That's the basic idea behind my patrols. You cull the ranks often enough that their numbers won't be overwhelming when the big ones come out to play. And you've certainly helped on that front. Let's report our victories to Daslin, shall we? Let's go meet Daslin. Alisaie tells me you helped out on her patrol. You have our thanks, and my apologies for leading you from one battle to another ever since the moment we met. In any case, I'm glad to see the two of you found each other. You have no idea how badly Alisaie has missed your company. Everything as always. If Laura were here, she would. That's an exaggeration, and I don't sound like that either. I was simply trying to view matters from another perspective, and I respect Laura's methods. Honestly, after seeing her in action, I can understand why. The way she leads into the fray without hesitation, it really is something to behold. I might be a little smitten myself. No! I'm only teasing, though I've no doubt she deserves all the admiration she gets, just as you do. Nice. To be honest, if we keep up this pace, I can maybe finish the whole Alisaie quest chain. Like, we've been doing a lot of quests. I'd love to lay out a welcome meal, but the duties I put off when I went to the market are still waiting for me. There are 101 things that need doing. I'm sorry, but would you mind waiting here with Alisaie? What, and twiddle our thumbs? Will you work yourself to death? Surely there's something we can help you with. I could do with a hand, it's true, thank you. You can start by helping me sort out the larder, Alisaie. While we do that, could you tend to a few patients, perhaps? There are 3 in particular I meant to visit. It's just a matter of saying a few words to them and seeing that their skin isn't caked in sand. Their names are Parnell, Torden, and Halric. They may not give much in the way of a response, but I promise they'll be pleased to meet someone new. Nice. Let's go meet them. Oh, they're right here. Parnell. I go. You're welcome. Torden. Torden glances up at you blankly, but you notice the tension in his face ease slightly. Aww. Tiny. Aric remains utterly still as you wipe the sand from his cheek. The texture of his skin has hardened into something akin to plaster. Well, he looks creepy. Seems kinda sus, not gonna lie. You've seen to the patients. How were they? Good, that's good. I knew they would enjoy meeting you. I'm concerned about Harik though. I have to speak with the other carriers, but I think this time may be near. Oh, his time may be near. Oh no. We shall leave you to have that discussion then. I was going to take Laura to Souq if you have any errands there that need doing. Well, I suppose there is one thing. Would you pick up a nectarine from the markets, please? Cassard's caravan just passed through, so Ron should have some fresh fruit. 1-1. Come then, Laura. There's something I want you to see. Right after we stop at Ron's stall, of course. Let's go. Alright, here we are with 1-1. Oh, back again, are you? You need another taste of Ron's wares. Actually, we're looking to buy a nectarine. Do you have any in stock? Oh yes, nectarines, peaches, grapes, fresh and juicy. Given how rich you cracked your coin purse with me, I might sell you food. Here, take this one free of charge. Nice, thank you. Is everything gonna be free from him? That would be cool. Gods, I've never seen a mort merchant give away something for nothing before. How much coin did you spend there? Oh yes, I'll take a jar of honeyed worms as well. Oh no, they're not for me. It's an offering of sorts. I'm traumatized. The worms, if you please. Only the best regulars for you. Come again, my friend. Right, that's our shopping chores taken care of. Let's head up past the Ifrit to the main tower. The view I want to show you can only be seen from its very top. Alright. Let's go there. Right, here we are. Let's get to the top. Here are your precious worms. That buys us a trip to the top of the tower, does it not? Glazed Riggers, you actually brought them. I really shouldn't let you, but just this once, alright? Only once. Never fails, shall we? It says just this once.
Look, over there, where the wall is broken. Do you see what lies beyond? That's what the land became after the light flooded in. An empty white nothingness.
Rip. What happens if you touch the wall, though? I'm kind of curious.
Life cannot exist in such conditions. The primordial light would wreak havoc on the body's etheric balance. That nectarine you bought. It's Halric's favorite fruit.
Let me eat it.
Most of the patients, Halric included, survived the attacks of powerful eaters. But their fate was sealed all the same. The monster's corruption has entered their bodies, and their very essence is being subsumed by light. The twisted state of the world itself just makes matters worse. Under normal circumstances, a person's ether naturally tends to equilibrium. But for these poor souls, the opposite is true. Sooner or later, every single one of them will turn. Tesleen and the patients, they all know this. They know what has to be done before the change goes too far, before the eater within takes over. The preferred method is mixing poison into their favorite food. In my time here, I've borne witness to a lot of last meals. I feel just as helpless as before. No matter how hard I fight, it's never enough. But it's a war I mean to wage, nonetheless. Speaking of wars, do you remember how I made you promise not to leave me and then promptly collapsed? Well, let's just say I had a few choice words for the Exarch concerning the timing of his summons. But even if the fault lay with someone else, I couldn't shake the feeling that I'd abandon you on the battlefield. So I swore that I'd make up for my absence there by making a difference here. And that's what keeps me moving forward, even when things seem hopeless. On which note, it's time we headed back. The longer we keep Tesleen waiting, the harder this will be for her.
I'm glad I was able to show you that. When it comes to understanding the catastrophe which befell the first, one glimpse of the empty wasteland beyond the wall is worth more than an hour of Oriange's lecture. And I needed you to know beyond a doubt that Tesleen has no other choice. The nectarine will be a kindness. It isn't just a threat posed to others. When a person becomes an eater, the pain appears to be excruciating. The Kharas are truly fond of their words and would spare them that suffering. It is their way of fighting back against a fate worse than death. Oh, okay, let's go back. Alrighty, we're back with Tesleen. You're back. I hope you had a nice time. Did you manage to find a nectarine? Yes. Let's poison them. Thank you. Alisaie has explained why I wanted this, has she? I can see it in your eyes. But we may not need it just yet. I spoke with the others and we've decided to keep an eye on Halric for now. Thanks to you though, if his time does come suddenly, we'll be ready to send him on his way with a taste of happier days. Well, nothing is going to happen for a little while yet, so let's see if we can't lighten the mood. We don't want our gloomy faces worrying the patients. I think it's time for that welcome meal, don't you? Take a seat and I'll make us a nice stew. Let's have some stew.
Speak up if you'd like another helping. I made a little bit more than usual today.
And you've added something special to the broth, if I'm not mistaken.
Poison.
Aye, well, it's not often we have visitors from the Crystarium, so I may have thrown in a few extra bits and bobs.
You needn't have gone to the trouble. I'll have another bowl then. Nah, I ate so much before. I shouldn't be greedy.
Oh, it's nothing, really. And we do so rarely have guests.
She's really nice.
In a place like this, you learn to take what moments of happiness you can get. I remember when I first came here with my mother. She was showing the early signs.
Yeah, makes sense. Oh no, her mom.
I knew there was no way to save her, but I just couldn't face what needed to be done. That's the way of it for most people. Why they travel from arms to stay here. Beaten, broken souls come to wait out the inevitable, to receive the mercy of a painless death.
Understandable though.
When my mother finally left this world, I was mad with grief, but also thankful that her passing was a peaceful one. It's never easy, ending a life you've cared for, even when you believe they go on to a better place. I often find myself wishing the Warrior of Darkness would come and do that part for me.
The Warrior of Darkness?
You've never heard the tale? I'm not sure where it began, but every child in Norvrent could tell you a version of it. Warrior of Darkness, servant of death, take care of our souls at our dying breath. Let sinners and eaters of sin go with thee, that all may return to the sunless sea. Well, that's the version I was taught anyway. It's just an old bedtime story. He's certainly never deigned to visit us here.
Which is a good thing, surely. He sounds rather ominous.
Do you think so? I always liked the idea that he treated every soul the same, even the Sin Eaters.
Uh-oh.
They're coming.
Desleen! Have you seen Halric? I swear, I only took my eyes off him for a moment.
Uh-oh. That's not good. Laura, Alisaie, we have to go look for Halric. I don't know what's gotten into him, but if he is wandering out there alone. We'll assign search areas and split up. Any idea where he might be headed? No, he's never done anything like this before, but it can't be a coincidence that the other patients are suddenly so agitated. They can sense something. In any case, let's keep the search close to the inn. Halric isn't very sure on his feet, so he won't have gone far. I'll search the east side. Please, Halric. Please be alright. I'll cover the north and west then. You take everything from here to the south. Let's go look for Halric. Alrighty. Got attacked by a Sin Eater.
Any sign of him? No luck then. But he surely can't have gone far. We should keep looking. The Sin Eaters are out in force, and if we don't find him soon, you can be sure they will.
Uh-oh. That looks like a strong one.
Did you see the size of that thing? It must be one of the nasty ones. Wherever it's going, it can only mean trouble. After it! There it is!
Aw, Ulrich.
Is that... Oh no!
Doesn't seem bothered.
Ulrich!
Oh snap. Go off, Tisleen.
We have to run!
Uh-oh. Rip.
Tesleen! No!
That sucks. He's so unbothered, man.
We all deserve happiness. Wherever we can find it. The time left to you is precious. No one should die in pain. Mother, I...
Whoa. Oh, is she turning into a Sin Eater? Oh, that sucks, man. Oh, that sucks a lot. For her, I mean. Oh. Damn, he's so unbothered. Whoa, that's creepy, man. Children, look away. I mean, I hope no children are watching. Oh, how's a cocoon? Ugh. Oh, she got wings. Aw, man.
Oh, no, 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 no!
Yo, that's messed up, man. Yo. Yo, she looks creepy. Man, she looks creepy as hell. We still have the wing though. Can we do something with that? Damn, Ulrich. Yeah, ... I'm sorry, Laura, I tried to tell the carers what happened, but I can't be the shoulder they lean on, not like this. Okay. Now I have to tell them and be their counsel. I mean, actually, I'm used to it. It's just so unfair. Tesleen was always so cheery with the patients, telling them not to be scared, that there wouldn't be any pain of all the people in the world to suffer such a fate. Yeah, it sucks. Wilford, hello. I imagine you're just as shocked as the rest of us. I appreciate that what you're doing here. Me, I don't have the words. Without a body, we can't even give her a proper burial. And she cared about that sort of thing. About giving people the chance to say their goodbyes. Well, speak with Ulrich. He doesn't speak much. Doesn't seem like he cares. He's pretty dead inside. Ulrich is unresponsive as ever. He stands motionless, staring up into the sky where the Sin Eaters made their escape. Maybe he does care. Tears on the sand. Alisaie, I've spoken with the Carers. Oh man, I'm gonna be her therapist again, am I not? Thank you. What you're doing, it means a lot to them, to me. Sorry to interrupt. We realized we hadn't thanked you for rescuing Ulrich. You weren't hurt at all, were you? Hurt? There wasn't even a fight. I was too late, too slow, and I thought I could protect you. Well, you can't always protect everyone. You can't blame yourself for things beyond your control. You brought Ulrich back safe and sound. No one could have done any more. I'm sorry, but I've come to a decision. I won't be continuing in my role here. I hope you will forgive me for leaving you, and that you will delay Ulrich's last meal for as long as you possibly can. Not until it's too late, of course. Just give him what time you can. Does it look like a life to you? He's literally just a shell. We always do. Of course, you would have done the same. I wouldn't want to live like that. Farewell, Ulrich. Keep Tusline's words close to your heart. I mean, I don't know. That seems kind of nasty. Wait, you're leaving this very moment. I understand how you must feel, but surely this is a bit hasty. Do you even have anywhere to go? Of course she does. I have a destination in mind, yes, and a purpose. This damned light. Building without seas. It's the reason we can't save those corrupted by the Eaters. But what if we corrected the balance? Even if it were only little by little, even if it took years, it would surely make things better. Now hold on there, everyone knows there's too much light, but how could you ever hope to get rid of it? You'd have to change the whole world. That's right. Let's change the whole world. We should return to the Crystarium. I may not be able to repel the Eaters on my own, but I can still use the skills I've gained here to hurt them. Let's go to the Crystarium then. Damn, that was disturbing. The way she changed. But yeah, let's go. Alrighty, we're here. Forgive me, Dora, I couldn't stay there a moment longer. But I was serious about what I said. While the men and women at the inn battle against this blight with kindness, I just fight it in my own way, with steel. Mirrors your sword in the darkness to Northron's sword in the light. Sure. Gods above, it feels like an age ago now. Miss Alisaie, is there anything I can get you? Your swiftest Amh Araeng. I need to return to the Crystarium immediately. As you wish. I feel kinda bad that Alisaie just got one part and Delphino got two, but I mean, in the end, you know, we spend more time with her than him lately. Remind me to wear goggles if we ever fly over Amh Araeng again. I've barely gotten the sand out of my eyes. But the wind did help to clear my head at least. I think I'm ready to meet with the Exarch. We need to talk about how we're going to wipe the Sin Eaters out, shall we? Let's go. Alrighty, here we are. Thank you for seeking me out, Laura. It meant a lot to have you there at my side, and looking at Delphino, I'd say he's as eager to begin this discussion as I am. I say we lay our experiences before the Exarch and step back to see what kind of picture they make. Then we can decide where to go from here. Alrighty, but that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like if you like what you see, and obviously subscribe if you would like to see more. I try to upload every single day. So yeah, thanks again for watching, and bye bye.